I'm watching the Senior Bowl, and I'm hearing, I mean, I was obsessed with the Senior Bowl. I really was. I watched a ton of interviews. I was all in on all the content all week. It was like if I'm either in class, I'm recording a podcast, or I'm sitting on my phone following stuff about the Senior Bowl. The Senior Bowl, again, is the kind of the college all-star game. It's where all the best, highly thought of seniors and draft prospects are all meet in Mobile, Alabama to play a kind of an all-star game of college football players before the NFL draft. And there were two teams. There was a North team and the South team. The North team was coached by Bill O'Brien and the Houston Texans coaching staff. And, sorry, that was the South team. And the Broncos, Vance Joseph and the Broncos staff coached the North team in the Senior Bowl. And I thought it was very interesting when talking about coaches and scouts, we're talking about practices. They said Bill O'Brien had very organized, detailed practices. And Vance Joseph, who is the Broncos head coach, had confusing and disorganized practices. And what it was even more interesting to me and why I cared about this story was they compared it to Hugh Jackson. So Hugh Jackson is the Cleveland Browns head coach. And he was one of the coaches at the Senior Bowl last year. They said Vance Joseph's confusing and disorganized practices were a lot like Hugh Jackson's confusing, disorganized practices. And what I learned was, apparently, the Cleveland Browns head coach was not organized last year when he did the Senior Bowl. It was confusing and just a mess. And that is very bad news for the Cleveland Browns. To be honest about Hugh Jackson, the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, who did not win a single game last year. He went 0-16, and he was not fired. Now, it makes sense to me. I think that, who are you going to replace the Cleveland Browns head coach with? Who wants to be the Cleveland Browns head coach? Nobody. And you have a guy who seems like he's competent. Keep him. But we also have to be honest. If there's no improvement early in the season, he's done. He's out. If he doesn't show some kind of inkling of success, he's not going to be the head coach of the Cleveland Browns for much longer after that. Another thing that's interesting is some people I've talked to recently believe that the Cleveland Browns are absolutely hopeless. I hope this isn't true, but my friend recently said to win in the NFL, what you need is a good owner, a good coach, and a good quarterback. And he said until the Browns are sold to a different owner, the Browns cannot win. And I really hope this isn't true, because I want to see the Browns turn it around. I want to see the Browns turn it around in 2018. I want Sam Darnold to be drafted there, and I want to see the Browns win some games. But he's got a point. And I'm concerned, because whether it's the coach or the owner or the quarterback, right now, potentially the Browns could have none of the three you need. So I want so badly for the Browns to turn it around. I hope they draft Sam Darnold. I've met Sam Darnold. I like Sam Darnold. I believe in Sam Darnold. I'm concerned. And I really hope Hugh Jackson is the coach I want him to be. I hope he's the best coach in the NFL. Because I'm rooting for him. I want him to succeed. But when I heard that he had disorganized and confusing practices last year at the Senior Bowl, it did concern me. It did concern me. If you're watching this video, thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. Please help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about it on Facebook, on Twitter, maybe on Reddit. I have no idea how Reddit works. I don't understand it. So please tell your friends about Strong Opinion Sports. It would help me very much. And if you're watching on YouTube, remember to subscribe down below. Thank you so much and have a great day.